This is a contest. It involves not 4 but 5 hardscapes, but only one will be the winner, will get planted and become a real aquascape. To reach the top there is a lot of hard work. Like Abba said, the winner takes it all. And despite all the effort, the other 4 will come short and crumble into pieces. So which one is going to rise and win the jury? With that being said, the challenge is on. Each scape will only take a minute. First scape will be a nature-style island aquascape. Initially a small layer of sand was added to protect the glass, and then you always need to create some kind of a barrier with your hardscape to separate the soil from your cosmetic sand. Adding some details, like small twigs and pebbles, will create perspective and make your aquascape look more natural. They might win you some jury points as well. If you're curious about this competition, I will explain everything a bit later. Some final touches, and with that, our first hardscape is done. Would it win a vote from you? We'll quickly jump to the next one. To make a small sketch, I use a cardboard dojo, the same size as the tank, of course. The scape is some kind of a volcano, or call it whatever you want. Let me tell you the story about the 5 days 5 aquascapes challenge. I've built 5 different scapes for 5 days. The best out of the 5 will get planted, have fish, a filter, and turned into a real aquascape. By the way, always secure a hardscape like this with glue. You can use cyanoacrylate and a piece of cotton pad. It's fish safe, so no worries, and will create a strong bond. This one is almost done as well. I wanted a mysterious feeling, so I added the red light. The third tank will be a mountainscape, and for that I use bags with filling material. These stones have an amazing texture, great crevices and lines, so make sure you take advantage of that when you position them into your aquascape. Just play around as much as needed and glue them together when you're happy. Use filter floss to prevent the soil from rolling, but as you can see, I'm bad at keeping soil and cosmetic sand apart. Big time fail. I always mix them up, but it's not a problem. I can separate them easily later. If you aren't new to my channel, you already know the magnet method for soil separation. But if you are new, you better subscribe. As you can notice, I try to make different styles of aquascapes. Which one is your favorite, by the way? But before answering, let's rush to the next one. Although it's a very simple aquascape, I will first practice in my dojo. For this, we'll combine mystic woods and dragonstones. Let's recreate something that we can find in the wildlands as well. Mother Nature provides us all the inspiration we need. Despite looking so simple, the building process was a bit time consuming and did take some trials and error, but it will be worth it at the end. The main hardscape pieces are 2 wooden logs fallen into the water. They are secured with a blob of glue and some supporting stones. This will be our endpoint. You should always let your endpoint uncovered, and you can use some hardscape elements or a trail to highlight it. Carefully place some details. Even gravel can be used for that. That being said, another scape is done. Flip the page to the last chapter. Another nature scape with elderly rocks and finger woods. Proper tools and Hulk superpower are needed. This project was actually huge. 10 fish tank, scaped in just 10 days, but I decided to split it into parts because 2 of them were planted and will make for a nice couple of videos. This tool is actually amazing. You need one if you are serious about aquascaping. Such a nice and clean cut. Making 10 aquascapes in 10 straight days was a bit insane even from my part. I was so tired after that I would hibernate like a bear. Also publish a video each day, so I had to quickly edit them at night. And with that, the last scape is done. What's your favorite one? Which one out of these 5 you think it will get planted? Only one it's a keeper and will be turned into an aquascape. And my favorite one is... I had some bacteria vials just laying around, so why not using them? Just add them into the water and pour the soil over. The fresh soil will provide nutrients for the plants, and the beneficial bacteria will prevent them from melting. This hardscape received the most votes on my Romanian channel, but the winner of the giveaway didn't select this tank. So I decided to plant it and keep it for my kids' room. The small hang on the back filter fits quite well in that corner. Plants make your aquascape shine, so here is my plant selection. We'll mostly use easy plants, but this tank will have some kind of CO2 addition, the sugar and yeast do-it-yourself system. Add a small blob of glue so the epiphyte will catch hold faster. The red plants will provide a focal point, and always use some fast growing plants to consume the nutrients and keep your aquarium safe and balanced. I always add floaters in my new setups to help me prevent algae. And what can I say? Kids were happy to have a fish tank in their room, but I will be doing all the madness and the hard work anyway.
Later.
If you enjoyed this escape, here is another one for you. Click it before it disappears.